Today's video is going to go over how to use some of the basic settings on Learning Connection, specifically updating profile information, joining learning communities and adding contacts to your profile, creating a class and managing the calendar and announcements within the class, uploading files to your Learning Connection library, and then creating a lesson plan using those resources in the lesson plan and then finding other resources to add to it. So first thing you're going to do is log into the Learning Connection. And then from the home page, you will select the profile icon on the top navigation bar. And from here, we will be able to change some of the basic information on your profile. Today, we're going to add a title to your profile. So go ahead and select your grade level. And then you can also change your basic information. So here it gives you 1,000 characters to add a little bit biography and also personal or rather professional interests. So after you've added a biography and your professional interests, go ahead and press save at the bottom of the screen. And then the last thing we are going to edit today is your education. And this is going to be your college and the degree you got from it. And then the years attended. And when you're done, go ahead and select Add Education Institution. Alright, so next what we're going to do is add communities and contacts to your Learning Connection profile. Up at the top bar here, first we're going to go ahead and select My Communities under Contacts and Communities. And then on the right hand side you'll see you can find a person or a community. So first we are going to search communities. And if you go ahead and type, like, for instance, a location in, you'll see it gives you a great variety of different learning communities within the state of Indiana that you can join. So once you select Join Community, it'll ask if you're sure you want membership, and then it will tell you at the top of the screen that you have requested membership to that specific community. In order to add contacts, you will just select My Contacts under Contacts and Communities and then find a person. And you can search their name or their subject area, say if you didn't have someone's particular in mind and you just wanted to search for different people, or you can always add their name. And then you select Add to Contacts when you find that person, and it sends them a request. Next, what we are going to do is add a class to your Learning Connection profile. So if you see here under Classes, My Classes, or Add, you select Add New Class, and then add a title. And then also select your subject and grade level, or if it's high school, the specific area. And then lastly, you can add a start time and end time. Alright, so once we're on the home screen for the new class that you've created, you will have this bar here where you can do different tasks for that specific class. So right now we are going to edit events on your calendar, By clicking on the calendar tab, you will be brought to the home screen of the calendar, and you can choose whether or not you want it to be a month, day, or week view. And you can also add student activities, events, or lessons to that class's calendar. So first we are going to add a new event to the calendar. You'll see when you get to the new event page, you can choose which calendar you want it to appear on, if you want it to appear on more than one, or just that particular class, and then title the event. Alright, so once you've titled the event and added a location and description, you must choose the date range, and it's just going to be for one day. Then you can just keep it there, and then choose the hours on the side. If it was something that would be reoccurring, say you had a meeting at the same time every week, you could choose a reoccurring task and then how often. So once you've created that event, then you'll see it appears here on the side of your calendar on the day that you chose. Next, we are going to add an announcement to your class page. If you select the Announcements tab, and then the Create a New Announcement icon. Just go ahead and title the announcement. The day you would want it to appear, and also the expiration date. So say if it was homework, you might only want it until like its due date. And then this would also be a description of whatever the announcement's regarding, or say it was homework, you could give a description of the homework. You could also choose to add files from your computer or from your account. And once you've created the announcement, you'll see it tells you it was saved onto your page. And then also when you return to your home screen, since we chose for it to be in the mathematics class, it shows up under recent announcements. Next, we are going to add files to your account. If you would go under Library and then My Files and Bookmarks. You can create a new file from your computer by simply choosing a document and then titling it for the page. You can also choose a folder if you have several folders in your account under where you want the file to go. So now that we've created the file, it gives you the details for it, and you can edit them by adding standards or comments to the file, selecting Edit File in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and then adding standards and subject area for the file. Alright, and next we are going to create a lesson plan for your class. So if you go up to Library again, you'll see it says My Lessons. Go ahead and select that, and then create a new lesson at the top of the page. This is the template that the Learning Connection provides for you, or you can choose a blank template. This is easy though, it's nice and structured, and then you could just go ahead and fill this out. You can also select standards for your lesson plan, and that's what's nice about using the Learning Connection and it being connected to the state that you're teaching in. So you can just search the Indiana State Standards for your particular subject area, and then press Select, when you find the correct standard, and then done at the bottom of the screen. And once you've filled out the information for the lesson plan, go ahead and press continue at the bottom of the screen. From here, you can add files or bookmarks as well as activities to your lesson plan. And if you already have files on your Learning Connection account, you can add files that are already existing. So you see here is the file we added earlier. Here are some I've previously added to my account. You can select those for your lesson plan, or you can also add new files, and you can do that by browsing your computer. Once you've added your bookmarks and student activities, you just go ahead and press continue at the bottom of the screen. And now it brings you to the lesson homepage. So you'll see here is the actual details of the lesson plan, the standards that apply, any student activities, files, or things that you may have added. And then if you decide you want to go back and add any other standards or bookmarks or activities, you simply just select Edit Lesson here on the right-hand side of the screen. The last thing we are going to do is browse for resources. Say if you wanted to add them later on to a class or to a lesson plan. So if you go back again to the Library tab and select Find Resources, we're going to look specifically for student activities since we've already looked at the files and bookmarks, and this is going to be something that we could add to the lesson plan that we've just created. So we'll select Mathematics and search. Alright, and so we are going to add resources. We already have added our own, so we're going to look under Published and Shared Resources. And we're specifically going to search for student activities and lesson plans since we've already added files and bookmarks to the account. So if you want to search for specific keywords, say you already had a topic in mind, you can do that, or you can also just search for the subject area that you're working with. And then you'll see under Math there's a variety of different lesson plans and resources that we can work with. We'll select just this one for the purpose of this video. And then you'll see you can read over the particulars of this, what standards apply for this lesson, and then you can also choose to schedule this lesson for a class if it's something that you want to work with. So by selecting Schedule Lesson, and then which calendar you'd like it to apply to or which class you would like it to apply to, for this instance Math, and then what day you would like it to appear on. So we'll choose Monday the 5th. And then if you wanted to be visible for students and parents, that's always an option as well. So press Save. And now you'll see that we're back here at My Lessons, which is where we've added it to. And now once we go back to look at My Classes, if we choose Mathematics, you'll see for Monday the 5th, here is that quarter 2 activity that we had scheduled. And so this has gone over all of the basic features using the Learning Connection. I hope you enjoyed.